Hey guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. Today we're going to be looking at cleaning our boat and maintaining it for a year of fishing. So the boat's behind me. We're going to go out here and get it cleaned up, give it a thorough inspection, give it a good cleaning and put some protectant on it, and hopefully it'll serve us for years to come. So stand by. Alright guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. I appreciate you stopping back by. I appreciate you. Encourage you to subscribe, like my channel and all that kind of stuff. And now that we got that out of the way, let's start looking at this boat and let's see how to clean it, how to maintain it so that we can have it for years in the future. So the first thing I want to do before I do anything is give it a thorough inspection. Okay, we're coming out of the winter. The weather's finally nice enough that I feel like getting outside and cleaning it up. It's warm. So the first thing I like to do is just walk around it and make sure I don't see any damage that might need my attention. So we'll start up here at the bow and we'll look around and see if anything's going on. All right, so this boat here is the Native Slayer Propel 10. Okay, if you haven't seen my video on this, I'll put a link up in the card and you can check that out. But we'll start up here at the bow. First thing I'm gonna do, I have it kind of downhill. I did go fishing the other day, so if there was any water in it, it would have run down. And I don't see any, it's bone dry. Okay, so now where we want to start looking, okay, I can see it got a little cracking on this foam here. And you know, that's probably to be expected. I mean, the sun is the worst enemy on these kayaks. But I've seen Rhino Joe Outdoors has a fix to this, and I'll throw a link to his video up in the card. Alright, as I'm looking here, I'm going to look around my gear tracks, okay, because I hang things on those. So I just want to make sure everything's good and tight. Alright, I had to go get me a screwdriver. So one thing I want to do, you know, I'm going to go ahead and check all these screws, make sure they're tight inside here. Alright, everything's snug. Alright, next thing I'm going to look at are these right here. This is what clips into my pedal drive unit. So everything seems to be good on those. They seem to be in working order. We'll check and make sure that they're good and tight. Alright. Alright, here's another one here. Alright, you always want to look around those, okay, because sometimes they may get a little stress on them. Just make sure you don't see any stress cracks in them. Alright. So now we're looking at this gear track. We're looking around the inside a bit, okay, because we hang stuff off this. So we get a little bit of pressure here. Alright, we'll check these, make sure they're tight. We'll just go down one side and then come back the other. That way we don't miss anything. Alright, this foam pad here, this seems to be pretty good. Alright. Now we got our rudder control. I'm looking around it. I don't see anything. Check this out. Everything's tight. Going back to these rod holders, and the whole time we're just looking for stress, okay, fractures where you get little cracks. Okay, if you've got the Boondocks landing gear or any of the other, let's see, Boondocks, Native makes one, you want to check in here, okay, where it mounts to your gear track, you know, and make sure that the weight of the boat hasn't made any kind of stress fractures. So everything's looking good there. All right, everything seems to be tight. All right, so that's good. We'll go back here and look at this one. This one looks pretty good. Our drain plug's good. All right, we're looking down this gear track. Everything looks good. Don't see any stress on anything. No cracks. Alright, that's good. Doing this left-handed. I'm gonna switch hands. I'm a righty. That's southpaw. It's not for me. Alright, don't want to tighten this up, over tighten it. Everything's looking good there. Alright. You get it out here in this natural light and you can see things a lot better too. Same thing with this gear track. Alright, we're going to check it out. Righty tighty. Alright, everything's looking good down both sides. Now let's look in the middle. Okay, and we're going to look. You can see there's a whole lot of dirt in here. We're going to wash that out. A lot of times I'll fill down in my scupper holes. Okay, make sure that I don't feel any cracks in there. Give it the O2 finger. Alright, everything's looking good. And last but not least, where our seat goes. Because this, for me, this is where my big fat hind end is resting all the time. So the most stress it's going to get is right here. So I just want to look around and feel, okay, make sure I don't see any cracks. Everything's looking good. Alright guys. Alright, looks like everything's good here. What we'll do now is flip it over and check out the bottom. Alright guys, now we got it flipped over, we're going to check the integrity of the bottom of the boat. One good sign is when I opened up the hole and looked inside of it, it was dry. So that's a good sign. But we'll go ahead and look. Now up here is where we get a lot of abrasion. Now what I used was, I put Gorilla Tape, and underneath this, I've got a big old thick piece of garden hose. Now, I've seen some videos that have inspired me to try something else. So, I'm going to look at putting a keel guard on here, and in a couple weeks, I'll have a video and I'll show you how I did it, because it looks like it's a good alternative to something like this, and it's probably a more permanent solution where you don't have to change it out as often. But we'll look here on the bottom. You see we got some little scrapes and, you know, nothing too bad. We'll go down this side here and look. Got a little deeper scrape here, but that's nothing to be concerned about. Alright, now you can see back here, this is where, alright, I get a lot of abrasion back here, and you can actually see that garden hose. So I'll probably put some more tape over it until I get that better fix on it. Alright, I put a little patch here. It was a little ding, but it wasn't really nothing too bad. It just bothered me. So mainly all I'm seeing is just normal river rash, what they call it. So alright guys, I don't see anything that concerns me. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna get some hot water and some Dawn, and that's what I'm gonna wash it out with. So stand by. right, guys, so we're at the last step. First thing we did was we inspected the boat. Okay, we went around, all around it, upside down, right side up, left side, right side, front, back, all over. We checked it. Okay, we checked the integrity of the boat, make sure we didn't have any kind of holes, cracks, or anything like that. We checked inside the scupper holes. Okay, made sure we didn't have any cracks in there. We took a screwdriver. All right, we made sure everything was tight and everything was functional. So everything's looking good on this boat. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to protect it. Okay, protect it from what? Well, the worst enemy, okay, for your kayak, believe it or not, is the sun. Okay, those UV rays, they wear these boats out. Okay, they cause them to fade, they cause them to crack, they cause them to get brittle, and you don't want that. Okay, especially when you got a boat. I mean, you've put good money into a boat, you want it to last a while. Okay, so you got to take care of it. In the Army, you know, we did PMCS on all of our equipment all the time. So same thing with your boats. I mean, every time you get back, you should check it out. Okay, I do not wash my boat every time I come back from fishing, but I do try to do it quarterly. Okay, I try to give it a good wash and put some protectant on it. So what we're going to be using today is this 303 aerospace protectant. Okay, it prevents fading and cracking. Okay, it repels dirt and it gives it that nice shine, just like when you get it out of the get it off the showroom floor. So we'll see if we can't bring this baby back to life. So basically with this stuff here, you want to do it on a day that's kind of cloudy. Okay, we got the sun peeping through a little bit, but you don't want to do it in direct sunlight. Okay, you kind of want to do it, you know, under shade, or, you know, with some cloud cover. So we're pretty good today. So basically all you got to do, all right, is spray some of this on the boat. Okay, get that on there. Then you just want to take your microfiber type towel and you just want to wipe it. Okay, just wipe it. Now usually what I do is I get the top section. About maybe once a year I'll get down below, but I'm not getting any sunlight down below, so I'm not getting, you know, all that UV damage down there. So main place I want to concentrate is up here, okay, where I'm getting all that sunlight. So we're just going to wipe it down. Now one thing to keep in mind, okay, when you're wiping down inside the boat, okay, I've got some padding down in here, but if you got a slick bottom boat, this stuff will make it kind of slick. So you just want to be careful when you get back in it and get moving around. Make sure you don't slip and bust your hind end or fall in the water. So I mean, man, I can already tell. I mean, it's looking slick, man. It's looking good. Yeah, just like new. I won't have to buy nothing for a long time. All right, guys, so I'm gonna finish this up, and when I get done, we'll close out. Well, guys, I'm done. Now I'm just tricking you a little bit. It was not that much work, okay? We cleaned it up the other day, okay? Washed it down, got it nice and clean, got all that scum off of it, okay? I let it dry overnight. Also, what we did was we checked it out, okay? We checked to make sure that everything was serviceable on it, okay? We checked the integrity to make sure that we didn't have any cracks or any intrusions that would let water into the hull, okay? And everything was in working order. Now, you should do this. You should check your boat every time you get back from fishing or before you go the next time, because you do not want to get out on the water and have problems. So you do those pre-checks, okay? So in the military, we'd always do PCIs before we took off, okay? Pre-combat inspections. Now, we're not going into combat, okay? But, hey, we're going out to wage war against a big old fish. So before you do that, you know, you need to check your equipment. So after we cleaned it, after we checked everything, make sure it was serviceable, okay, then we want to protect it, okay? To protect your investment, I recommend this 303 Aerospace Protectant. Okay, this stuff is awesome. I use it on my boat. I use it on my RV. You know, I use it on so many things. And the reason why is because it's awesome. And I mean, if you get on YouTube and you check other videos, there's all kinds of guys out there that are going to tell you the same thing. And you know what? I recommend get on YouTube, you know, put in your search bar, put kayak maintenance and care, and you're going to get other videos, okay? Some of the stuff they tell you is going to be the same thing I just told you, but you might pick up something new. And it's good to just keep reinforcing this idea that you need to do these checks and you need to maintain your boat, okay? Because boats cost a lot of money, you know, as well as I do. And hey, you know, I pretty much spent on mine on fishing. All I got is keys and what else is in there? Empty pocket and lint, okay? Cabela's takes all my money. But anyway, guys, put it on there, get it shined up. I mean, right now, man, this is just like when I first got it. I mean, it's slicker than an onion, man. It's so smooth, looks brand new. So, guys, I appreciate you stopping by today. I look forward to getting out there on the lake, and hopefully you'll come back and watch me some more. It's getting nice outside. The bass are biting, so I'll be doing a lot of fishing coming up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to do that. Hit that like button if you like the video. Leave comments. If you got questions or anything, hey, drop them on there and I'll try my best to answer them. I will get back to you. Also hit that notification bell so when I get new video content, you'll be the first to see it. So, hey, take care of your stuff. Get outside, navigate yourself outdoors, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.